Welcome back to another literature revision session with Miss Sweet. Today we are looking at literary devices used in the poem Charge of the Light Brigade. Literary devices are techniques used by writers to express ideas, highlight important themes, and adding emphasis. The Charge of the Light Brigade consists of 6 stanzas of varying lengths, marked by Roman numerals. Each stanza is like a little chapter in the story of the Light Brigade and its doomed mission, though the language throughout the poem is very repetitive. The speaker relies on refrains, anaphora, and parallelism to give the poem a sense of cohesion and structure. The lack of a clear form balances out this intense repetition, keeping the poem from becoming too steady or predictable. Rhymes come and go. The stanzas are often radically different lengths. As a result, the stanzas feel uneven, contracting and expanding unpredictably like the chaos of the Crimean War. The Charge of the Light Brigade is written in dactylic demeter. Dactyls are poetic feet with a dum-da-da rhythm, and demeter means there are 2 feet in each line. Tennyson chose this meter as it sounds like galloping horses. The meter captures the syncopated clip-clop of a cavalry charge as hundreds of horses race toward a target. All in the Valley of Death. The line is 7 syllables long, instead of the 6 one would normally expect in a line of dactylic demeter, and the last syllable, the word death, is stressed, so it feels like the start of a new foot altogether. This is called a masculine ending. The metrical variation reflects the chaotic, disordered Crimean War. A caesura is a pause that occurs within a line of poetry, usually marked by some form of punctuation such as a period. The soldiers follow orders and grimly do their duty. The strong end stops in these lines convey the determination of the cavalrymen, their unwillingness to entertain doubt. Like the cavalrymen themselves, these lines are strong, confident, and unequivocal. That confidence reappears in the final stanza of the poem, which is entirely end-stopped. The poet is confident that the Light Brigade will always be remembered, that its glory will never fade. There is no room for doubt in these powerful and direct lines. Enjambment is the continuation of a sentence or clause across a line break in poetry. The poet utilizes enjambment to create a sense of urgency and momentum, mirroring the chaotic and relentless nature of the charge itself. The flowing structure of enjambment propels the reader forward, echoing the relentless advance of the cavalry as they ride into battle. Alliteration is when words start with the same sound. Tennyson's use of alliteration creates a visceral effect. For example, in Stormed at with Shot and Shell, the use of sibilants reflects the viciousness of the attack. It creates vivid imagery, as if you can hear the clash of battle as you read. Repetition is when a word or phrase is repeated for effect. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, which is repeated throughout the poem. This repetition serves to underscore the relentless advance of the Light Brigade despite the odds against them. Tennyson repeats certain words for emphasis, such as cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them. These repetitions draw attention to the overwhelming firepower facing the cavalry and the astonishment of onlookers at their bravery. A metaphor is a way of describing something by saying it is something else. The poet describes the Light Brigade riding into the jaws of death. The metaphor compares death to a ravenous, hungry creature with terrifying jaws that threaten to tear apart the 600 members of the Light Brigade. The metaphor of death thus stresses the danger and terror that surrounds the Light Brigade's charge, but it also emphasizes their bravery in confronting that danger. Rhetorical questions are designed to speak directly to the reader. It allows the reader a moment to pause and think about the question. The poet uses a rhetorical question at the beginning of the final stanza, when can their glory fade? After the 5 previous stanzas, the answer to this question is clear. Their glory should not fade because their sacrifice is symbolic of all those who lay down their lives for their country. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful.